Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to I Am the Light. My name is Tasha, and it is a pleasure to be able to serve you today. So I'm getting ready to read for the sign of Sagittarius. Hey, Sagittarius placements, come on in. It has been a minute, but it's okay. I'm here now. Let's jump right in. We start with spiritual, love, and money. And believe it or not, all three of those bases will cover you for the rest of the week. So I'm ready to go. Y'all ready? Let's go. If you like what you hear at the end, hit that like, share, subscribe, and that's the best way of hitting that like button and tell Spirit that you appreciated the message, that it resonated. Lets me know, lets them know. Okay, jump right in. Okay, so starting off, we're gonna start with a witching hour oracle. I felt like this was the card of use for y'all today. All right, spirit guides, ancestors, great divine creator, I thank you for this opportunity to be able to read for the sign of Sagittarius. I ask that you would connect to the energies of Sagittarius placement, sun, moon, rising, and Venus, and that you would give me the message that is just right for your servants this morning. Okay. Spiritual message. What spiritual message do you have for me? All right. All right, y'all, this is what Spirit got for you. We have broken branch, heartache, the witching hour, favorable circumstances. Number 29 was broken branch. Number 6, the witching hour, favorable circumstances. 24, forgotten ghost reunion. At the bottom of the deck, we have moon water, reset. And at the top of the deck, we have 42, the grave, secrets. Ooh. All right, y'all, let's talk about it. So Sagittarius, it seems like some of y'all have been experiencing some heartbreak. That music, I like the background music. So, hey, you can't drown me out. Okay, so let's go here, y'all. Let's look at 29. Heartache. Okay, and yes, I will be using this book because this is a new deck and I need to. Okay, it says heartaches, severing, letting go of unhealthy limbs for the greater good. Hey, okay, so right off rip, whenever your part is going through something, you feel like you have some sort of heartache. Right off rip, to me, when I hear that last part, letting go of unhealthy limbs for the greater good. Hey, what is no longer serving you, baby, you got to let it go. When you care for a plant, it's important to cut off the parts that are dying on that plant, or it will continue to redirect those vital nutrients to their areas of hope as if it's serving it. So, you know, when you get the plant and you get them brown leaves, what do we normally do? We pick them off, right? We all pick them off. And it's telling us that we do that so that water does not go to an area that's already dead. Okay? So you cut those damaged things out. You don't save them. The damage needs to be removed off of that entire plant, allowing what is healthy to continue to grow and get strong and receive its resources that it needs to grow even healthier. So the same is true for people. When you put all of your energy into something that is dying, you are redirecting that energy into wait. It says when you put all your energy into something that is dying, you're redirecting that energy that could fuel you in stronger areas. Listen, and it said when we do this with people, okay, when you focus on your ex, you're missing the chance to have a strong, healthy relationship with someone new. And when you focus on your mistakes, you miss your strengths and fail to build upon what you are good at. Okay, there are things that people in your life that are sucking up your energy and need to be severed for your overall well-being. The more time and resources you give to this broken area, the more you will suffer in your own life. You may see this manifesting as a lack of money or time. Spending more time working on someone else's projects to their detriment of your own makes you feel drained of your happiness and your energy in the company of someone, and feeling a general sense of dread and a lack of direction. Okay. Now, it says the companion card with this is Forgotten Ghosts. Now, y'all have Forgotten Ghosts out here, which has to do with reunion. It says, time to let go of your past. This person, emotion, or situation has come back to you to resolve and move on. Listen, anything that was dead when it comes to people, if you was given to a situation or a person and it was no longer serving you, baby, and you had to let it go, it's okay. Because let me tell you, this is why God gives us all these Mercury retrogrades. Some kind of way the universe is going to bring that thing back around. And you can reassess, and you can either bring closure to it or you can make peace with it, however you're going to make peace with it. But in the meantime, in between time, baby, stop giving the situations or people or anything that is not serving you. It's time. Cut it off. If you crying, boo-hooing, and boo-hoo-hoo, and why me, and it said it was creating lack in your life. And it's going to show up as a lack of money or a lack of opportunity. And God is saying, no, baby. Right now, right here, we're giving you something new to focus on. Something that has more purpose. Something that's going to uplift you. Something that's going to help the masses. Focus your energy and your time on this. And when this thing, this forgotten ghost, this person that you had to cut off, we'll bring it back around in due time. Okay? It says bewitched. A toxic relationship could be based on money then rather than the connection of love. Listen, some of y'all were in connections where you were giving more than another person. Okay? And you was giving too much of your time. Let me tell you something. I read cards every day. Now, y'all might say, well, if you read cards, Tasha, where you been? But I was one of this very message, and I am a Sagittarius too, is also meant for me because I was giving time to somebody else's projects, what they wanted, what I'm reading, what they want to read. But my desire, my personal desire was to come and get on my channel and build my channel, not to read cards for them. Now, hey, I don't mind reading for friends and family, but I prefer to read for my audience, which is God's people, because this is my unconditional love is coming on here. I don't give a darn if 2 people watch it. Those were the 2 people that needed to hear it, because when I sit down with my spirit team, I don't ask for everybody to get the message. It's only meant for those that it's meant for. So I've done my job because I've showed up and gave them the unconditional love, and I've poured life into them. And so the same thing goes for you other Sagittarius placements. If you were giving to anybody or any situation and it was taken away from your dreams and your goals or whatever it is that you had going on, it's time to stop that. And if you're giving to someone who is taking from you and they're not pouring into your cup, and you constantly pouring you and you out on someone and they're not pouring into you, that situation is dying. You're dying. It's killing the plant. You need to let them go do them, and then you take care of you, baby. Okay? Take care of you. And in doing that, you become that solitary witch. And now you can indicate the need to be, it says, can indicate, when you become a solitary witch, it can indicate the need to be a martyr. Focus on healing yourself. You cannot help those who do not help themselves. Everybody has to be able to take care of themselves. Everybody has to be able to focus on the things that are important. This is purpose-driven work. This channel, I Am the Light, is a purpose-driven channel. This ain't no regular channel. That's why it's called I Am the Light. My job is to help bring enlightenment. My job is to also help bring motivation. My job is to help speak life into you. My job is to be a spiritual teacher. My job is not to keep giving to people who do not see that purpose or see that this is what this is all about. This is about serving God's people. I am God's mouthpiece. God will use me to say and do whatever I need to do for you all. But there are some of you all who are in that same position. So it's time for y'all to level up, cut off what is dead, and move on from it. Now let's go on to the witching hour. It says the witching hour, favorable circumstances, number 6 here. Now with that, it says, this is a wish card, true intent, manifestation, favorable circumstances. The tarot card that will be, the broken branch card, to go back to the original one where we was talking about, the tarot card that would go with that would be the 3 of Swords. Okay, the 3 of Swords will be the companion card for that. Now, and that has to do with despair. The 3 of Swords has to do with heartache, despair, being broke, but it's time to heal now. Okay, so we cutting off that other stuff. Now we're going to the witching hour. Now the witching hour has to do with wish and true intent, manifestation, favorable circumstances. And its tarot card will be the Nine of Cups. That's that wish fulfillment, baby. Now let's talk about it. It talks about perhaps the most powerful, this is the most positive and powerful card in the deck that represents extreme happiness and things come together in a magical way. This card means that circumstances are highly favorable for your question and situation. You can see the energy of the witching hour manifesting to increase as an increase of finances, taking the next step in a relationship, getting a better job, finding the perfect house, or any other number of desirable outcomes related to your question. Additionally, this card is confirmation that your spiritual work is paying off. You are learning and you're integrating lessons well. Your skills are coming together to create a true pure magic. The universe sees this and will reward your efforts. You are entering into a time of increased manifestation power, and you should use this time wisely. Define your goals, put them into action from a place of clarity and deep understanding of your desires. Companion cards, the Forest. Now, y'all don't have it, but it says now's a good time to work and begin work on manifesting long-term goals. What is the grand life vision? Those are good. If y'all looking for journal prompts, that's a good one. What is your grand life vision? How can you make your current dream bigger? Okay, what is your vision? This is the wish card, the manifestation card. This is true wish fulfillment on a personal level, baby. Okay, y'all. So cut off what is no longer needed, and now let's sit down and manifest what is it that we really want. And we're going to get with spirit and we're going to try to bring that out. Now, let's talk about them forgotten ghosts, them people who going to try to come back around for a reunion. Ain't that it? Now, this companion tarot card will be the Six of Cups. Oh, somebody from your past want to come back around, huh? They got some unfinished business. Somebody want to give to you and give to you in a nice way, okay? Unexpected visitor. A ghost doesn't always have to be scary or sad. It can be a joy to reunite with something or someone from your past, even if how you left things was dreadful, disagreeable, or regrettable. You may run into a former friend and realize your falling out was immature and you're both ready to move on. Or perhaps you picked up an old notebook and reconnected with your goals you completely forgotten about, but would really like to work on again. Or maybe a long lost love comes back into your life. Perhaps the circumstances weren't right before, but now you're both in a different place and you're ready to give love a second chance. Forgotten ghosts appear in a reading when something from your past was left unresolved. Okay, but you are happy to see it or them back in your life. If your reading is about a specific person or love, it can mean reconnecting with this person you have asked about, but does not specify whether or not that relationship will work out. Just because somebody comes back around and you reunite and you might get a chance to talk to this person to resolve some sort of unfinished business, it does not mean that this means that this relationship is just going to work out or that this was meant to be. It might not mean that. Sometimes this stuff is just for closure, baby. So this card can mean revisiting old projects, ideas, goals, or even returning to an old job. So some of y'all have some forgotten ghosts. What projects have y'all left behind? What dreams have you put to the side? Is there a person that you might have put to the side? Now, somebody might come back around with that Six of Cups energy from your past. But this is also saying things from the past that were really important to y'all. It's time to go back and pick them up right now. And it's right behind the card of manifestation. So go back and look at your old goals. Go back and look at those dreams, those things that you wanted to do. It's time to pick them back up and to run with it, baby. Okay? All right, now take notice of what is here to stay and what is just passing through. I'm going to say it again. Pay attention to what is there to stay and what is passing through. And be willing to let go when the time has come for your forgotten ghost to finally move on. Listen, sometimes people will come back just for you to get closure. Doesn't mean they're here to stay. Doesn't mean, now some things, some projects, some things you might need to go back, pick a little bit up, because you're being directed to go there. It doesn't mean that you're going to stay there. God might take that, flip that, turn it into something else. Know when to let go. Is this here to stay? Is it helping to pass through? What is it? And it's okay if something is not, if it's a person for some of y'all, it's okay if they're just passing through, giving you closure, and they're not there to stay. Everybody's not meant to be with you. And there is good reason. You got to trust the divine. You got to trust the divine. And let me tell you something. When things get rocky, that's when people forget to trust the divine. But if you trust that God is in control, that ain't nobody else running the show, then you know, if you are a servant, as myself and others, if you serve God, then, and you ask God to direct your life, and you ask God to, hey, do like I said with that first card, and you cut out things that are no longer serving you, then God is going to make sure the people, only the right people stay in your life. And this is when we have towers, because if the foundation with your person or your project or whatever you're working on, if it's not right, they're going to knock it down. They knock it down, and you have to start over. But just because you start over does not mean that it was not meant for you. That's why you go back for those forgotten goals, those forgotten dreams, those forgotten manifestations, those forgotten whatever. Whether it be, even if it's a person, place, or thing. Sometimes you do need to go back, but it might just be for a little bit. But know when to let go. Okay? Now, enter at your own risk. More information is needed about a person first. Before you just invite people back and reunionize, you got to remember why you cut them out in the first place. So be cautious until their intentions on trying to re-enter your life become clear. Okay, the witching hour is as above, so below. Reconnecting with someone from your past or revisiting an old project can lead to success. Doors will be opened as a result of this renewed connection. Deep being, a connection will likely become permanent and lead to happiness. So listen, some of y'all are going to reconnect with, like I said, projects or a person. But then some of y'all, a reconnection might be your permanent thing towards your happiness. Okay, this thing, it could be your passion project, it could be a person. It's all depending on you. Okay. Midnight Moth. Be careful on losing yourself in this situation. Whatever this situation is, though, don't lose you. I always ask God to help me to remain humble, to help me to not get no big head, to always, to have healthy pride and acceptance of self. You know what I'm saying? And even with a person, don't lose yourself in people, because sometimes people, there are energy vultures. There are people who will take too much of your time, take too much of your money, take too much of whatever. So you need to know how not to lose yourself in people, places, and things. Okay. The witch hunter. This person does not have good intentions, or this situation will not work out in your favor. Now, y'all don't have any of these companion cards, but I went ahead and just read them anyway, because some people will constantly re-enter your life, but they don't have no good intentions. Their job is to come in and be a distraction. Did y'all hear what I just said? Because the devil likes to do that. Sometimes people will come in because they see you on the rise. They see your star rising, and they're there to try to knock you off your high horse. Oh, honey, you can't do that. You're not special enough. You ain't got what it takes. Honey, the devil is a lie. Some people will come in just to slow you down or to try to knock you off your high horse. And if God is the one who put you on that white horse, then who the hell do they think they got to try to knock you down? So you need to pay attention and look for those witch hunters, the ones that don't have those good intentions. Okay, Sagittarius placements. Now you got moon water, reset, number 32. And I know y'all probably like, man, girl, we 18 minutes in and we ain't even got to the love. No, because y'all get over here, spirit leads this channel. Now, I don't know why I chose this deck, but this is the one that they chose. So if you want love, it's thousands and thousands and thousands of readers out here that will get it. But if you are here because your soul needs to be fed, then you in the right place. Let's go. So let's go on here and let's talk about this moon water. Moon water is clearing, reset, renew. Start from the beginning of reflection. This is the Four of Swords. It says start from the beginning. Reflect. Moon water is made by placing a jug of water that is made to capture the moon's rays the overnight and charged by the moon's energy. Crystals or herbs can be added to the water. It can be used in sprays, added to a bath, or used in rituals and spells to infuse your workings with the moon energy. Okay. The most popular phase for making moon water is the full moon, which is the clearing and the renewing of properties. Full moon water is used for clearing and renewing properties. The full moon brings out clarity and illumination, and it marks the beginning of the waning phases of the moon, which you are encouraged to reflect and find out more, to find more rest and nourishment. The glow of the moon water has come into your reading to encourage you to take time to reset and to perhaps start again once your soul is refreshed. You're entering a period of pause and repose. Now is not a good time to start anything new. Instead, focus on self-care, conserving your energy, and you will be grateful for this time later when you enter a new cycle of action, creativity that may not allow for much downtime. Listen, sometimes Spirit will give us what I call a pause and break. When they cut out people from your life, they cut out those things that you were no longer needing. Now you got time to work on your goals. Now you got time to work on whatever your passion project was. Go back, go get it, let's go. Okay, now you're in the part where you got this moon water reset. Take this time to heal, baby. Take this time to build you up and really enjoy it. Because the next phase, the next moon cycle, things might be getting ready to take off for you. And if it takes off, you're going to be really wishing that you took this personal time to heal yourself and get your energy up, to get your strength back up. Because, honey, there are people who are out here in the world, and those of y'all who send out that negative energy, you know who you are. Y'all know who you are. If you're the ones who are constantly, every moon cycle, doing the exact opposite of not using the moon for positive things, you're out here using the moon cycles to send out negative energy and to try to mess with people's heads. Y'all know who you are if you're the ones that are doing that. Y'all need to change too. Y'all need to reset. Everybody does not use moon cycles for positive things, but Spirit is telling us that we need to, Sagittarius placements, use this time to build ourselves up. Don't let nobody get in your head, sweetheart. Your mind is your mind to set, and they are a lie, and God is always still in control, baby. So take this time to heal, to rebuild yourself, to regain your strength. Okay. Remember, every period of action needs a complementary period of stillness. So with this action, you're going to still need time to focus and meditate and get with Spirit, and it is in the slowness that your needs are revealed and you can have clarity about your next step. So sometimes when we get quiet and we have these periods where it's like Spirit will take us off and it kind of put us in isolation, you go into isolation for one of the reasons is so Spirit can talk to you. 2, so you can gain clarity and insight. 3, so you can know what next steps to take. 4 is so you can rest, because the next cycle might be a very busy cycle. Okay, so take this time to reset. Now, it says there are companion cards. Now, we don't have these companion cards out here, but it says a clear no. Enter at your own risk, a clear no. This is not something you should move forward with. Now, when God takes you and they give you this period of isolation, this time of rest, notice though, if this is when things are going to become more clear for you. So you will be able to see if somebody coming into your life, those were forgotten ghosts, is this something that you need to say no to? Is this something that you need to move forward with? You're going to know because you took that rest time to hear Spirit. So you're going to be able to make better decisions because you took that time to rest. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, Sagittarius placements? Or cross watcher. It says invocations, change in your perspective is needed. That's another thing why we have these rest periods. I told you. So you can get with Spirit and your perspective, because baby, perspective is everything. I don't give a damn what the circumstances look like. Your perspective though is the one that matters most. How do you see this thing? Is this your hell or is this your heaven? Is this an opportunity or is this an obstacle that's just gonna knock you down? How you see this, it does matter. And when you're in one of those moon water reset cycles, that is so you can figure out what your perspective is. Do you need to change your perspective? Because you can't change sometimes the things that happen to you, but you can definitely change how you look at it and how you choose to approach it. So take that time to go rest and do that. Now, and this is also time for self-care. Some of y'all need a break. Some of y'all are overworked. So listen, I have not met a Sagittarius that was lazy yet. When it comes to work, we work. We are like that. We are workhorses. We are half man, half horse. We will work. I have not come across a Sagittarius that was not a workaholic. We will put in the time. We're normally very charismatic and we don't get down. Normally we're very happy people, optimistic people. We always find a silver lining. I have not met a Sagittarius man or woman that was not positive, that was not hardworking, that did not have a certain glow about them. We are the only sign in the zodiac that is a half man and half horse. So we will work, honey. And sometimes we need to have those moon cycles, those periods of rest, so we can recharge, so we can keep giving to the masses. Okay? Now, this is the last card we got here, Sagittarius. I might do I don't know. We're going to keep going. This last card is number 42, the grave. Secrets. Now, I already know that this is about to get real interesting here. It says secret. A need for discretion or strategy. The companion card will be the Emperor. There's a lot of pressure in the world today, and social media is a wonderful tool that has paved a way for increased connection worldwide. But it's also pressured many to put their life on display in search for more likes, engagement, or even fame and fortune. Sadly, social media is but a reflection of everyday life. Many face pressure to do more, give more, and be more for those around them. You may feel forced to explain yourself or how you spend your free time. However, your time and what is important to you are yours. How you spend your time and what's important to you are yours to share or not. You ain't got to tell everybody what you do with your free time. You can keep it a secret. Shoot, most people don't even know I read tarot. Because guess what? There are so many people that are afraid over something that is so useful, so beneficial. And the time will come where they will know. But I don't have to tell somebody what I do with my free time. But if I choose to read a book, kick my feet up, go ride horses, knit, whatever I choose to do with my free time, I can share it, don't share it. It's my choice. Remember, it's okay to keep some things to yourself without feeling guilty as though you must give all you have to others. Everybody don't need to know everything about you, including those that are closest to you. Romantic relationships, there can be an expectation that intimacy means that you should know everything about someone. But no one needs to have 100% of you. I'm going to say it again. Nobody needs to have 100% of you. It's okay for you to keep some things to yourself. Now, in relationships, sometimes we can get, people can want to be nosy. They can want to know, well, why do you do this? And you may choose to share or not to share, but it's your choice to share whether or not you do or not. Okay? It's okay to share something with one friend that you might not share with somebody else. You don't have to share everything with everybody. Some people are more trustworthy and loyal than others. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to have a secret between sisters or a partner that doesn't know. Listen, this card exercises discretion. Hold things close to your heart for the time being. Goals and dreams need darkness and security while they are fragile and vulnerable. If y'all are working on passion projects, it's okay to keep things secret. Because a lot of times there will be people who will come and try to knock you off your goal. Do you know how many times people will take somebody and say, hey man, I want to go do this. Nigga or lady or man, I can't see you doing that. And I'm sorry to say the N word because I know that offends people. But in my everyday life, I'm a black American. We say stuff like that sometimes. So my forgiveness if that was offensive to you. But people will tell you, no, you can't do that. They will talk you out of it. They can't see you doing it. Why would you want to do it? I have people in my everyday life. My own mama will talk me out of trying to do something. So I know what they're saying when they say it's okay for you to do stuff and keep it a secret. You don't got to tell everybody everything. And because most people ain't going to get it, because if God didn't give them the vision, they're not going to see it. When God gives you something, everybody don't see it. And some people are dream killers. So you can't share with everybody what you're doing. In due time, they'll know if it's meant for them to know. Okay, so be careful for the dream killers, y'all. And build that foundation for whatever it is you're doing. When you're faced with criticism, questions, flat out attempts to break down what you built, it's time for you to, the time will come for you when it's time to reveal your plans. But for now, take comfort and security that that's your secret if you want to. Now, as above, so below, working on your goals in private will be especially beneficial to your success. Work on them. Work on them in private. You don't have to share information just yet. Consider pulling an additional card. How will I know when the time is right to share details about my goal? You'll know. Spirit will tell you when it's time. You will follow your gut. Use your intuition, baby. Watch that person. Is this person really judgmental? Is this person positive? Is this a Debbie Downer? Don't ever go give nothing to nobody that's a Debbie Downer. They're going to kill it on arrival. Okay? Enter at your own risk. More clarity is needed before you're ready to share details about your goals. Take time to work out kinks to do better understand the goal, projects, or intentions. You need to cast a circle. You need to be patient. You might be underprepared. You might need to get a little bit more information, more training before asking for help or somebody to invest in something. So now, those forgotten goals, you can trust someone with somebody from your past might be somebody that you can trust. They might be able to help you with your plans, but use your intuition and let God lead you. So that is your spiritual message. Now, y'all, spiritual message. I have never done a spiritual message that was 31 minutes long, but it was needed for the Sagittarius placements. Good. Let's move into love, and we're going to keep it pushing. Y'all just going to have a longer reading this week. And if you like it, good. And if you made it this far, great. And if you didn't, oh well. Okay, Spirit. Let's talk about Sagittarius in love, honey. I can't wait. Let's break up this deck and get a good mix of the shuffle, shall we? One more. All right, Sagittarius. This is what I got for you in love. Spirit, 5 cards. What you got for Sagittarius placements in love? First of all, you started off, okay. Ooh. Is this 5? Yeah, that's 5. Okay, so y'all start off with the Ace of Cups in reverse. The 8 of Wands in reverse. The Death in reverse. The 9 of Pentacles in reverse. And the 3 of Cups is upright. So something dried up, baby. Something dried up. And communication dried up. Okay, communication was... Oh, goodness. I felt like I need to sneeze and yawn at the same time. So I'm trying to hold my nose. Because it feels like, when you feel like you got to sneeze, I almost feel like you got pepper or something in there. But anyway, something in communication, some sort of communication dried up between you and another person. Doesn't matter. Death reverse. Something's going to come back around, though. Okay? About somebody wanting to be attached. 3 of Cups. Somebody is going to want to come in and talk to you or celebrate with you or have some sort of happy collaboration with you here with that 3 of Cups. Okay? But let's talk about it. Spirit, let's talk about this communication that dried up. Tell me more about this Ace of Cups. Clarify that Ace of Cups. Okay, so we got the King of Swords in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, and the 5 of Pentacles. So there was some, somebody got left out in the cold. Now, it's 2 people out here. The King of Swords is in reverse, but the King of Wands in reverse. The King of Wands is upright. What about this King of Swords? Who's this? Who is this King of Swords? Now you got the King of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Chariot. Okay, so this King of Swords may have walked away from you to balance themselves out. They wanted to go work on some projects. But so this person, this King of Swords, and normally swords are not very nice people. This is somebody who could be a bit of a A mastermind, rude. Rude, they can be. But somebody decided to go and work on some things to balance out some things for themselves. Now, who is this King of Wands? Yeah, so somebody felt like they needed to let go of something and not go towards it anymore. They felt like, okay, this was, okay. I don't necessarily know if we're talking about separate people, but this is definitely what I'm seeing here. Somebody needed to leave to balance out their energies. They felt like they were connected to something that was just constantly leaving them out in the cold. They weren't reaching their goal, but they don't want to continue to be. The Magician is in reverse. They weren't meeting their goals. They felt like things just wasn't working out. So because the situation kept being toxic, they felt like they needed to let it go, which is why the Ace of Cups is here, because something dried up. Okay? Does that make sense? Something dried up because they weren't meeting their goals. So instead of giving to this, they decided to just let go for their peace of mind. Like, why keep going into conflict, right? So let's talk about this 8 of Wands, Spirit. This communication slowed down. Let's talk about that. Well, we know why it slowed down. Because somebody didn't, they was being left out in the cold. But tell me more about that 8 of Wands. Again, the Magician came out. Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, somebody felt like the communication was off. It completely slowed down. Stuff with y'all just wasn't growing. Somebody was acting like an Ice Queen with the Queen of Swords in reverse. You had the 7 of Pentacles in the upright and the Magician in the reverse. So whatever goal they had for communication, it just was not working out. It just kept falling, like they was dealing with somebody who was cold, bitter. They just kept, in their opinion, it just wasn't growing. It was not beneficial to have conversation. It was just easier to leave the Chariot, to go away from it. So they decided, Queen of Cups in reverse, to no longer put any energy towards it. Let's talk about the Death, though. Something is going to come back around, though. So let's talk about this return. Something's not over if it's Death reverse. So let's talk about what's not over. Okay, Spirit, tell me about this come back around. What's with this Death card? It's like those forgotten ghosts is popping up again. Page of Cups. Divorce in reverse. I say divorce in reverse, Lord. 10 of Cups. 10 of Swords in reverse. Queen of Cups. Okay, somebody who did not have a lot of emotion for you is going to come back around, and they're going to give you a little bitty small offer to test the waters. Okay? That's what that is. Now tell me more, Spirit, about this 9 of Pentacles. Tell me about this 9 of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody who wants to stay connected. Tell me about that 9 of Pentacles. This is somebody who was closed off from you, that you had a goal, that you had. Listen, 4 of Pentacles is here with the Magician. She keep coming out too. So somebody goal was not to be closed off and unhappy. I want one more for this, please. One more for that 9 of Pentacles. Somebody didn't want to be closed off and unhappy. They wanted to meet their goal, but they didn't. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody might have had a goal of a happy family here, but it just was not turning out like that. It just was not. So, because one person was not giving to the situation. So even though somebody wanted to be attached, somebody was closed off. So that's how come the goal was never met, and it led to a lot of unhappiness. Okay, somebody had a goal that may have been a happy family, but it ended up not being none of that. With the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, that the happy family life just was not working, because somebody, with that King of Pentacles in reverse, somebody chose not to give to it. But let's talk about this 3 of Cups. Spirit, what can you tell me about that 3 of Cups? So I see that there was a breakup, and now there's going to be a comeback around. Somebody going to give a small offer. Tell me more about the 3 of Cups. Yeah, somebody, I know I seen it. There. I know somebody. Okay. Somebody is gonna try to let down their guard after feeling like they was stuck in a situation that was toxic. Okay? They're gonna try to go back to a happy place. They're gonna try to let down their guard after feeling like they was trapped in a very toxic situation. Yeah, that stressed them the hell out. Now, I mean, not no. Yeah, they're gonna 7 of Wands. They're gonna let down their guard after feeling like they had to put their walls up because they felt like the thing was toxic and put them in a trap situation. 2 of Cups, and this is why they disconnected from the love situation in the first place. So one person is gonna try to come in and bring it back to a place of y'all being friends. They're going to not be, not poke at you. They're going to try to let their guard down. But they know that they felt trapped in a toxic situation. And they felt like their walls had to go up. So they disconnected. 2 of Cups in reverse with the Hierophant. They disconnected from the relationship because of this. Okay. So now we got the deets on what's already out here. So Spirit, let's bring it on home. What else is there anything else we need to know before moving into the Oracle? Anything else from the Tarot, Spirit? Yeah, somebody wants to head in a new direction. They're not that confident, though. They're going to come towards you quickly, even though there's a lack of confidence. Yeah, they're taking time right now to think about how they want to do this. They don't want this to be the final nail in the coffin, of course. But they are going to take time with this 4 of Swords to think about how they want to come towards you and make an offer. Somebody is going to come back, though. They're just taking time to think about how they can redirect this situation. You don't see it coming, though. Somebody is going to come back and try to give you some sort of recognition after an ending with that 10 of Swords. Oops, shoot. So 2 more and we're going to close it out. Yeah, somebody wants to come back and not leave you in the cold. Somebody that left you in the cold is going to try to come back and come get you out of the cold and show you some sort of love and try to bring happiness back to the situation. They want to reconnect, but they're taking time to think about how they want to do it because right now they don't really feel like they have much to offer you. Death reverse. This is somebody who quickly wants to come back and come back towards you after ending things with you. With this 8 of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Moon, somebody is not that confident that they can turn this communication around. They don't really, like I said, they don't know how they want to do it. That's why they're taking all this time. But with this Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands, this is somebody where things dried up. They want to move in a new direction. And now they want to pay attention to you and give you the recognition that you deserve. Okay. Now let's go into the Oracle. All right, Sagittarius, and we are at 43 minutes, and then we're going to do some quick money messages. I'm not going to take too much longer on this, okay? Because I think for you all, the most important message had to be spiritual, because normally spiritual messages do not go that long. It's normally like 5 or 6 minutes. But today, what was needed was this, okay? Okay, Spirit, what do you got for Sagittarius? Sagittarius, what does Sagittarius want to say to their person? What does Sagittarius want to say to their person? does Sagittarius person want to say to Sagittarius? What does that person want to say to them? Okay, this is what it says. In separation, someone runs away. The honeymoon phase ends. They have insecurities and they're attached. This is Sagittarius to their person. Someone runs away. Honeymoon phase ends. Insecurities and attachment issues, they begin to appear, causing a rift in a relationship. I'm taking a pause. I need to separate myself from you in order to work on my mind and my soul. This is only temporary. I will eventually find my way back to you. So somebody is heartbroken and they're in separation. Tower moments, changes that are difficult but necessary for growth, moments in life that push us to be better and do better because we deserve better. I feel my life is falling apart and being pulled apart, and no matter what I try to build, things just keep crumbling around me. I wish you were here to help, but you're the only, because you were one of the only solid things that were in my life. Small offering. Somebody wants to give you a short and temporary offering in between feeling awakened and unawakened, but refusing to let go completely. Stuck in a situation they cannot get out of and only can give you something small. I know you want more from me, but this is what I can give you at the moment. Remember, there goes that small offer. It said somebody was going to come towards you with. I'm unsure of what I can give you or when I can give it to you, but I know I want to offer you something more valuable than before. Now, this is Sagittarius, the Sagittarius person. If it's not it for you, flip it, switch it, how it goes. And then it says inner turmoil. I'm bounded physically, mentally, and spiritually. I feel there's no way out from where I am. I feel imprisoned because of my own doing. I'm trying to fight my own inner demons, but it's just so difficult at times. Somebody got some inner turmoil they need to deal with. Wow, this has never happened. Sagittarius is actually out here. This is somebody who is outspoken, self-assured, friendly, ambitious, optimistic, honest, and open. On the negative side, though, they can be boastful, mouthy, tactless, selfish, temper, messy, dogmatic, or forgetful. I said a lot of things I should not have said. I said them out of anger and fear, and sometimes I say things without even thinking. I'm sorry for hurting you with my words. This is from your person to Sagittarius, but guess what? Capricorn is out here. So some of y'all could have Capricorn and Sag placements, or you could have been dealing with a Sagittarius and a Capricorn. It all depends. It says Capricorn, I was too focused on my career and my goals. I took you for granted and expected you to wait for me. Unfortunately, you knew you would be waiting forever, and I'm sorry I never put you first. This is what your Capricorn is saying to you. Capricorns are normally hardworking, ambitious, team players, disciplined, driven, intelligent, and patient. On the negative side, they can be pessimistic, work obsessed, stubborn, greedy, prideful, dismissive, rigid, and cheap. Somebody here is in a runner-chaser dynamic. They feel unwanted and they self-blame. They're feeling pain and hopelessness in their confusing situation. Feel empty and lost without their twin. Experiences dark nights of the soul. I didn't know what I did to push you away. Was it something I did? Was it something I said? You told me you love me. You never felt this way before. Then why did you leave me? Somebody is confused on why they feel like they got to chase somebody. Why would you leave? Ooh, somebody could have Taurus placements. I took forever in making up my mind about our connection. Instead of just speaking to you, I would run away and indulge in unnecessary pleasures in order to ignore my feelings. So this person, this Taurus, it said they ran away to go towards unnecessary pleasures. So somebody's cheating. That's what I get from that. Now, if you want to know about a Taurus are normally practical, loyal, trustworthy, stable, take pleasure in beauty. On a negative, they can be prejudiced, lazy, self-indulgent, slow-moving, stubborn, and materialistic. Somebody is very ego-driven. My pride and my ego held me back and stopped me from being my true, authentic self. I'm afraid you'll reject me because I fear I'm not good enough for you. My self-confidence was just a facade. Spirit, give me 3 cards for the mutual energy, please. 3 cards. Destiny. I'm understanding our relationship and our connection. What I once thought was trivial was something more on a higher consciousness. I couldn't understand them, but I do now. Magical Muse. I became inspired by your presence, your energy, and your beauty. Without you, I'm missing my tools to create my next masterpiece. Aries. There is a lot of signs. So these signs are the ones that are out here. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Taurus, and now Aries. So these could be in your chart, their chart, somebody's chart. Aries are normally passionate, driven, energetic, restless, leaders, ambitious. On the negative, they can be impulsive, impatient, aggressive, have mood swings, easily angered. I was impulsive, irrational, and selfish. I pushed this connection to its breaking point, and I'm sorry for causing so much conflict in our lives. So that's what I got for you in love. Oh, and at the bottom of the deck, it says ghosting. I absolutely hate ghosting. I just think ghosting somebody is just one of the most rudest things you can do, because you could just talk to a person. Ghosting, it says, I'm sorry I had to run, but I couldn't tell you how I felt because I don't even know how I feel. And it was just easier for me to walk away instead of explaining myself. And at the top of the deck, it says union and in sync. I want to commit to you. I want to hold your hand in sickness and in health. I want to walk into the sunset with you. Never look back. I need to release certain commitments and fully commit to you. So somebody is not ready to release previous commitments and just commit to just you. They want to go back to something or do something. Okay, so that's what we got in love. Let's do a quick money message and then we're going to close it out. Because I have done 40-minute messages, but not quite 50. All right, so this is your money message. We're going to hit it real quick, Sag, and then I'm going to let y'all go. What do you got, Spirit, for Sagittarius placements and money? What is their money message that they really need to know this morning? Sports. Somebody needs to collaborate or work on a team to boost your finances. Some people have more fun building new connections to grow your career. Fleeting. You're in a transition phase of your career. If you keep faking it or winging it, it will end up going nowhere. Some of y'all are trying to make something work when you know that it's not for you. Okay. Networker. Networking can help you grow your money. If you're trying to do too much, you need support. It's okay to ask for help. Settling. Your soul is telling you, some of y'all, your soul's telling you on the wrong path. You need to allow yourself time and space to evolve. There go that time. You need to take that moon water, just like at the beginning of the thing. Moon water talked about just taking time to rest and figure out those goals, listening to yourself. Last but not least, social media. Some of y'all are going to make money with social media, and it is going to be very lucrative. Some of y'all, influence, YouTuber, Instagram, whatever social media business, you need to grow your social media presence and build a reputation based on your knowledge. Okay. Undecided. Some of y'all have not made decisions on which direction you want to go, and some of y'all are going to be the rebel. You have limiting beliefs that are limiting your abundance, but others of y'all are going to be trailblazers, meant to pave the way for future generations. Okay, so that's what I got for you on I Am the Light. Thank you so much. If you were meant to be here and hear this message, may you be blessed. If you enjoyed the message, please, your biggest way to tell Spirit thank you, is just to hit the like button. And if you will please hit that like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. You'll know when I upload. Sagittarius, it has been a beautiful, beautiful joy to read for you all today. Thank you for joining me on I Am the Light. Until next time, Sagittarius. Bye, baby.